Hey boys and girls, I'm back again. Pushed the pause on Jarvis for a bit. My hardware has let me down. Well, I just can't figure it out because I'm not smart enough. The SP32 module that I was using is having a master-slave issue between this mic and the speaker, and every time you get the mic working, the speaker fails. Every time you get the speaker working, the mic fails. So I've ordered another board to test it on my breadboard to see if I can work out what the drama is with it. I'm not 100% sure. It's sort of, I spent a few days on it trying to get it to work, and it's doing my head in. So I pressed pause on that, and as I do, I find little bits and pieces and which I find interesting. In the realm of using AI for free. Now, big fan of it. Obviously, I use my own stuff on my own servers when I can. But from time to time, I rely on the tier one guys to do some work, and like everyone, Claude, Chat, Gemini, all that are the big players, as we know. They charge you the big money. Apologies for my email. So you're blowing through, Australia's now, what, $32 a month for the basic packages on most of these. So yeah, and you drive through them pretty heavily. So this chap has made, basically, this is a they call it free Claude code Git repo. So I'll add this URL to the video notes down below so you can see it, because my screen's probably a little bit you got to squint to see it. So basically, as he says, use Claude CLI, VS Code, JetBrains API to actually proxy through to your API of your choice. Now, the API of my choice that I have found, and I think is actually working quite well for me, is Deepseek. Yes, it's Chinese, I know. The basic, all you do here is you use it. Don't put passwords in it. Don't put your API keys in it. Be sensible about it. Just basically code with it. I mean, code's code wherever you get it from. So I've been working on a project for another company, for project management system. Acme Labs, which is like a subsidiary of PortFox Design or PortFox AI, working on a project management system that actually maintains and creates a heap of projects for construction, or the construction industry. Anyway, won't dwell on that a bit. Anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. This here. So you've got literally cents per day now. $2.91 US. This is over, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, well, a little bit of 7, let's say that. These days are pretty much heavily an 8-hour coding day. Like, we're talking at it all day, basically, and for the price of 89 cents. Now, you can't, like, if I was doing that with Claude Code or Gemini, like Antigravity, I'd be timing out every, not even an hour. I mean, some of the actual context windows that you're punching through is basically thousands. I don't know if I've got one here that I can quickly show you. See if it's working on something here, or was working on something here. Does it show me? No, it's not going to do it. Anyway, I think the last time I looked was 21,000 tokens in this when I was doing this. So it's cheap. Now, what I'm working with here, this is Antigravity. Basically, I'm using Antigravity as just my interface. So I've got I've downloaded free Claude Code from this chap's website. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. And all you do basically is you just, like you said, I've got on MacBook Pro, so you just nav into a directory, grab your Git repo, and then hit deploy, or there's a deploy script in here, and basically it runs up a local proxy server for you. And as long as you've got your API key in your env file underneath this free Claude code, and tell it what model you're using, Deepseek V4, it runs up, and then you can basically click start again. You can click on Claude code and fire up using the API key for Deepseek. And then basically you can use all the tools that come with Claude to knock yourself stupid going coding, which is fantastic. Now, I also use another coding CLI called Pi, and it works that as well. You just lead the, before you turn on Pi, nav to your directory, put your API key in front of the actual Pi executable, and Bob's your uncle. So, great way of using Claude really, really cheaply. Like I said, I've whacked in, what's that? I think I put in $10 US, and like I've gone through $2.91, and that's in, what's that? Just say 7 days. So, and some pretty heavy traffic running through there as well. So, thumbs up to that one. I reckon that it's a brilliant way to go, especially if you're relying on some of these front tier one guys to actually do some of your coding. Specifically, if you're trying to plan out some of your projects, if you want, obviously to sit down and work out how you want your projects to be built in phases. This is what I do. I basically sit down and go, right, I've got my idea. I want to put it into practice. I want to build it into the phases, and then I'll start building out the phases, and I start putting block A with block B with block C, and then away you go through your actual project, and then hopefully at the end you've got a nice fully polished project. Anyway, so I'm going to leave you with that. If you've got any questions or got any comments, or found a better way to do what I'm doing, by all means put some comments below, because I'm all about trying to get this stuff at a lower cost point, because if you're doing what I'm doing, I mean, obviously the less money you have to spend, the better. Anyway, talk soon. See you guys.